Back here at Croke Park, it's half-time in this second hurling quarter-final. Tipperary leading Galway, 2 goals and 8 points to 1 goal and 9. Cyril Farr, Tomas McKay, Gerald Nan here in our studio. Cyril, what do you make of that?
Oh, it's a great game. It's the cut and trusted championship hurling, and two teams going at it hammer and tongs, trying to score, trying to defend. Galway started off slow, came right back into it, and they'll be disappointed at half-time 2 points down because they were on top and didn't tip, came late again. But it's a kind of a game, Michael, that could happen anywhere. Both full back lines, while they're clearing great ball, it's helter-skelter inside there and balls are breaking, anything could happen. It's still anyone's game, but it's, as Gerald said, it's a championship game, and like it's whoever wins it is going to be in good. They'll be in good fettle for the semi-final.
And there could be extra time, Tomas.
Yeah, I mean, tactically it's fascinating, particularly with Tipperary and the movement in their forward line and stuff like that as well. And maybe one thing that they didn't probably do in the first half here, when they had the dominance, they were hitting a lot of diagonal ball, and it was fantastic to see balls being going across the field and stuff like that, and runners trying to run onto it. And once or twice they didn't catch that high ball, you know. And if they had, they would have been clear for more goals. And that's something Galway will have to be careful. But I suppose on the other side of it, then up front, Judean Ryan is giving Padraig Maher a torrid time, and Padraig Maher doesn't seem to be the player we saw last year. Certainly when he's been taken from that full back position out to left half back, and he was under savage pressure there with Eamon Ryan.
Well, Gerard, there was a very good Eamon Ryan in Cyril Farrell's team some years ago on the Galway side, but now this Eamon Ryan from Killimber Daly got a fantastic point and then nailed the goal.
Yeah, when you consider the experience, he has very little experience as well. It's his first year on the team, and to come out to Croke Park in a day like this and perform against Padraig Maher, who was a huge reputation. As you say, first of all, he got a point now. He got the run of Maher here. See, Maher is just behind him. Maher has the pace to catch him, and look at where he puts it, right into the corner of the net, gives the goalie no chance whatsoever, even though it is actually Cummins' good side. Yeah. And he still puts it in. He puts it away in the corner. See Padraig Maher struggling for pace. He holds the hurley short, does everything right, and puts it into the corner of the net. Now at that stage, he had Padraig Maher in my trouble because he had a point got before that.
That's right.
Since then, Maher has settled up. Yeah. Maher has settled. Now, Ryan has got a bit of a belt on the shoulder. It has curbed him a small bit, but the tip half back line have steadied since then, and they have gradually taken over, and they're just batting the ball onto the midfielders. So it's a place where Galway will have to reassert themselves right from the start of the second half.
The other thing about it is, Cyril, Tip have got 2 goals in that first half. They could have got a third one as well, which would be a worry for the Galway defence. Let's have to look at the first one of those. This is Owen Kelly, of course, no better man to get a goal.
It's a great breakthrough by Padraig Maher from Lord and Bonner the corner. He's a tough bit of stuff, this fella. He do a lot of the dunk up. Has a little look up, lovely hand pass here to Owen Kelly. Owen has only one thing in mind, and he bounces the ball in front of the goalie. Once Owen gets that, there's only one thing in his head. Now Bonner is doing quite well because he wouldn't be considered a kind of a classy forward, but he do a lot of work. And since Shane McGrath come on, say him out midfield, the team is more balanced. He'll do all the work all year like that, and he'll lay off ball. That's his game really, to lay it off and let someone else do the scoring.
Very hard to stop Owen Kelly scoring goals like that, but let's have a look at the second goal that Galway conceded. This is a different kettle of fish to us.
Yeah, and I suppose you credit the tip management as well. They move very, very quickly. I mean, David won a lot of possession in midfield, but last ball. And here, we spoke about the high ball. This is in from Norman McGrath to Cannon, and he's not going to miss from that position. But he made the changes. They were struggling, put Shane McGrath out to midfield, and Cannon gives him a totally different option. And he has a great goal-scoring reputation, and he's a great man to get himself free into positions like that. You know,
he's ran 50 or 60 yards. Suppose Noel McGrath didn't get the touch, that ball would be cleared, and no one would pick up. The cameras wouldn't pick up Cannon. Cannon had ghosted him behind, and there again, once the touch came, he was on his. That's where he's got to go.
That is the game plan. That is the movement that's there.
He's a Croke Park player. He likes his field here. He likes the open spaces of it. He's prepared to take the chance of having the run. Even against Kilkenny last year in the Alla, he scored 3 points. Even though my buddy,
said was no.
I know I never said he was no. I thought Seamus Cannon was a better option, but Padraig Maher is having a fine start today. Patrick Maher, he came out on the wing, he didn't play centre forward, came out on the wing. More than that, he came out towards midfield, and when he got the ball, he ran at the Galway defence, something they don't like. So they've either fouled him, he got a point, and he laid on a great goal for Owen Kelly.
Noel McGrath got that touch there that set up the chance for Callanan, but Noel McGrath got a touch earlier on himself that could also have ended up the Galway net.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, you know. And I mean, like, Noel McGrath is a fantastic player, and I mean, he's so flexible. He's like we'd say the Shefflins of this world. He can play in any position, and also he's here. Look, I mean, this is a high ball, and this is a great touch. Very, very unlucky, you know. Fellas would say, why didn't he catch it? I think he's done the right thing here, you know, just at the edge of the parallelogram there and across the goal. He does everything right, and I think just very unlucky that this doesn't end up in the back of the net. But great awareness, great presence of mind for that guy. And also, I mean, for a young guy, he's a fantastic.
What you were saying earlier on, Tipper using that diagonal ball, you know, getting it in, drawing Ollie out about 20 yards to the left of the post, playing the diagonal ball, so the corner forward was getting a run at him. Now, McGrath was very unlucky before that. He almost caught caught the ball, he
Yes,
just missed
that's
the last
right,
minute,
yeah.
and if he was through on goal. So Tip playing very, very intelligent ball into their forwards, but at the same time, Shane Kavanagh, Ollie Canning, Joycey, they're doing very, very well. You know, with the kind of pressure that's on them, they have done really, really well. But now, the second half, that's when the real story will be told.
How are you feeling at this stage, Stuart?
Yeah, I'm delighted that Galway have come out with playing the way they can play. No one was too sure in Galway how they're going to play. We all felt if they can play and they were able to play, they're going to be in the game. They're still in the game. I know they won't be that happy at halftime, but at the same time they'll be happy in the sense that they're playing well and they're back to where they can be.
You can see sort of even as well there for periods for 10 or 15 minutes that they were so worried about Joe Canning, but that Tipperary did drop one back all the time, and they cut out an awful lot of ball that was going into Joe Canning. I mean, we said there was a lot of ball. He had to come away out from the from full forward position to try and get possession. You would prefer that the longer ball goes right direct in top of the square.
Okay, we're headed to another break now. Stay with us for more in this All-Ireland quarter-final straight after that, plus our big competition here on the Sunday game. Now, you could be heading to the All-Ireland hurling final, all expenses paid. Welcome back again to Croke Park. Now, before we head back to the second half of Galway and Tipperary, there's a chance for you to win a very special prize here on the programme. Now, we have teamed up with Etihad Airways, sponsor of the All-Ireland Hurling Championship, to give you the chance to bring a friend or family member living overseas home for hurling. Now, Etihad Airways will fly your nominated person plus a guest from any of their destinations worldwide back to Ireland in time to catch the All-Ireland Hurling Final. And they'll join you and a guest at the final with match tickets and 2 nights accommodation in a top Dublin hotel for all 4 of you. Plus, there's €1,000 spending money. But the prize doesn't end there. You'll also receive 2 return flights to visit your friend overseas for a nice relaxing break after all of the excitement of this year's All-Ireland Hurling Final. For your chance to win, answer this. Who are the defending All-Ireland Senior Champions? Is it Kilkenny, Tipperary or Antrim? If you know the answer, call 1515 717182 or text the word hurling followed by your answer and your name to 57111. Viewers in Northern Ireland can also text 57111 or call the number that you can see there on the screen. Now, you must be over 18 to enter, and there are full details on RTE Airtel page 193. Now, the lines will close at midday on Monday the 16th of August, and we'll announce the winner during sport at 7 Extra. That's on RTE Radio 1 later that evening. All right, that's one not to be missed. Back here at Croke Park, Tipperary leading Galway 2 goals and 8 points and 1 goal and 9 points for an attendance of 27,864. Gentlemen, very hard to pick a winner at this stage in this one.
It's very hard to pick a winner, certainly. You know, I mean, if you were Galway, you'd say maybe you'd love to see more possession going direct into Joe Canning in around the square and keep the pressure on inside there. I mean, but I mean, you'd say on the other side then that Tipperary will be very happy the way the pattern of it's going for them, particularly up front, you know.
Especially the last 10 minutes.
The last 10 minutes, you know. And it probably was a sucker punch to Galway to concede that goal. I mean, they came back, got themselves back into the game. They got the momentum, got the scores, and kind of they were looking at going in at half time, maybe 2 points up. Now they're 2 points behind.
Yeah, I still think that Galway finished very strong. They are very, very fit. I know Tip have matched played lately, but I think Galway will finish very strong. And if they're within a point going into the last 10 minutes, I expect them to win it.
Let's look at Gerard, a couple of the points that Tipperary got in that first. Kelly again and Marr, who have been 2 of the guys who have really shone this first half. Yeah,
especially at the start of the game. You know, they set the tone for Tipperary at the very, very start, which was very, very, very important because, you know, Galway came right back into the game after that. You know, what amazed me today is the pressure forwards are putting on backs, you know, on both sides. And that's huge. That's the huge change in the game over the last 6 or 7 years. So when a forward gets the ball, he has very little space, so he has to have class. That point from Kelly was just absolute class to score a goal like that. Now, here's a man who's had a brilliant game, Brendan Maher at midfield. He's still under 21, played wing back last year, and a real great prospect for Tipperary. He can play midfield, can play in defence. So they have, one thing about Tipperary is they have players who have really, really great skill. But you know, just thinking there, I was just looking there and I said, where can Galway improve in the second half? They'll definitely have to improve in the half-forward line. You know, have we heard of Andy Smith or Chunky Hayes? You know, I wonder will they bring in some player there to get the...
Cyril, who would they bring in?
They could bring in Angus Cannon or Niall Healy. They are score getters. And I'd expect before they into the match halfway through, Angus Cannon will come on. He's good for a point or two. So is Niall Healy. If Galway are still in it, I think they'll win the match because they will get confident again. They got terrible stick after losing to Kilkenny and then went back to a club match and a lot of lads got more pressure there and then they're 2 weeks on their own. Whereas Tip have played had 2 games. So I expect Galway to finish very, very strong, and I still think they're capable of winning this game.
But I also think that Tipperary, maybe looking at their subs bench, they've already introduced one in Seamus Callan, that there's plenty of strength and depth there as well for them. If they need to make 1 or 2 changes, that they have those quality of players to come into the equation.
Yeah, but it's a real scramble of a game.
It is, yeah.
You know, when Bass get the ball now, they're no longer picking out the forward, they're just driving it into the full forward line, hoping to get that goal that'll be the killer goal. So it's a game for both teams. For one team, whoever survives here, there is so much of a prize for surviving. And whoever loses here, like the year is over, and there's so much hanging on this. So we will have, I wouldn't say desperation hurling, but it will be frantic stuff in the second half. Yeah.
We've had Tip Tomas out in the field here for a couple of minutes, no sign of Galway yet, so they're obviously thinking about the second half.
I'm sure, yeah. Mr. McIntyre was having a few nice little choice words inside there, and I mean, look, the reality, they haven't done a whole lot wrong in that first half period. Sure. They've got to have the belief and the confidence. I mean, they've been this stage before. They will get their 10-minute patch in the second half where they will get their dominant period, and it's whether they can transfer those into scores will be the crucial part of the second half period.
Let's head back to the commentary box to rejoin Ger Canning and Michael Dignan.